What can a family do if they're not from Macon but have a sick child in the hospital for a long stay, or maybe a newborn in the NICU? Well, here to answer that is Patty Gibbs. She's from the Ronald McDonald House here in Central Georgia. So what is you guys' mission at the Ronald McDonald House?
Our mission is to provide essential services, strengthen families, remove barriers, and to really promote healing when families have a sick child.
And so how many families do you guys help every year?
It's a great question. Last year we served over 1,600 families.
Oh, wow.
And that's in two programs. We have our house program, which we served about 595 families, and then we have our hospitality cart, which goes through the hospital on a regular basis and serves the families that are there at the hospital during the day. And that hospitality cart provides snacks and games and toys for the children. Just gives the family a little bit of a break.
A little bit of a break and some breathing room there.
Yep.
For the Ronald McDonald House itself, who's eligible to stay there?
Well, it's a great question because everybody's eligible. Anybody who's having any healthcare services here in Macon with their children, people that are at the hospital with their children are eligible to stay, and they're referred by someone at the hospital or at a doctor's office. They can stay. So if a family has maybe an outpatient surgery for a child, they can stay at our house prior to that surgery and then could even stay after. It's any time a family needs to be here close by their child, they are eligible to stay.
And by serving 1,600 people, that's like a lot of families. What are you hearing from families who have received this service from you guys?
Well, that's another great question. We actually have a survey in which we ask families to give us one word that describes their experience as staying at the Ronald McDonald House. And we hear words like blessed, compassionate, love, caring, and those are words that mean a lot to us because that's the service we provide. We want families to feel safe with us and feel that they have that comfort and healing and time to really rejuvenate themselves so they can be at their best when they are with their children.
Certainly seems to ease a lot of the burden there for families really in a stressful time.
Absolutely.
Can you tell me more about this Sporting Clays fundraiser that you guys have coming up? I hear it's a community favorite.
It absolutely is. This is our 20th year, which is really exciting, and we have a title sponsor who's Kids and Clays, which is our partner that we work with. They specialize in working with Ronald McDonald Houses across the country to help support this clay shoot. And they also, our presenting sponsor is Parish Construction, and Parish has been with us all 20 years as our presenting sponsor, and we wouldn't be the Ronald McDonald House without them. They are the folks that have built our original house and also did our expansion more recently. And so the clay shoot is on the 10th and 11th of October, so Friday and Saturday. We have 3 different shooting times. And Saturday is actually, we're also having a youth portion of that clay shoot. There are prizes and there are gifts and there's a silent auction, and it's a lot of fun.
Certainly sounds like a great time. Well, let's go ahead and recap this fundraiser if this sounds interesting to you. If you want to register for that 20th annual fundraiser, registration closes next Wednesday, October 1st. The 2-day event happens, it starts on Friday, October 10th. You can then participate in the first 8:30 in the morning shoot or the second event at 1 in the afternoon. Then on Saturday, October 11th, the fun begins at 8:30. This is happening at Meadows Clay Sports in Forsyth. You can visit the website that's coming up on your screen to get more information and register. Right there, rmhccga.org. It features all the details you'll want to know, including the times for the activities and for breakfast and for lunch. In our 8 o'clock hour, we're going to take you inside of the Ronald McDonald House Charities to see the services offered to families. Stay with us. In our 7 o'clock hour, we told you about the upcoming Sporting Clay fundraiser to benefit the Ronald McDonald House Charities here in Central Georgia. And joining us to take a closer look at the services is Patty Gibbs, the president and CEO. So for people who may have missed our 7 o'clock hour, can you briefly kind of tell us what your purpose is?
Really, our purpose is to support families who have children who are receiving health care services here in Central Georgia.
And we're going to have some video coming up on the screen here in just a minute, but can you tell us some details about the environment inside of the Ronald McDonald House? You know, I think a lot of us have driven past it, but don't know what's inside. What's that like?
Well, we welcome anybody to come through and take a look at our house. It is, it's like your house. We have bedrooms. We have 30 rooms available, and those are configured in multiple different ways so that we can meet the needs of families. We also have a large kitchen. We actually have 2 kitchens, and so that's a place where all of our meals are given to our families, and families can cook there as well if they would like to. We have a dining room. We have beautiful living rooms. We have some quiet spaces for families. We have a playroom. So it's beautiful, it's comfortable, it's relaxing, and that's our goal with our program. Is our families have experienced trauma, and no one ever plans to come and stay at the Ronald McDonald House. It's never a destination. But it is a place of comfort for them. It's a place for them to rest, and as I mentioned, to rejuvenate a little bit so that they can go back and be at their best when they're with their child at the hospital.
And you told me in our 7 o'clock hour that you guys serve roughly 1,600 families a year. You know, do you have any, I'm sure there's so many wonderful stories that they all have about their time there. Could you maybe share one of them with us?
Sure. Last year, we had a family that stayed with us for 132 days.
Oh, wow.
And that's a long time to be away from home. And so mom would be there, and then dad got to stay some of the time but had to go back to work. And then other relatives and friends would come and stay so that the mom had support from her family, but also support at the house. And during that 132 days to be with us, there were a lot of ups and downs with the child. And there were scary times, and so that's part of what we do too, is support families as they're going through those difficult times. And the biggest joy we had is after that time that she was able to take her child home and was so excited to get home, and that's the great part. So we have families that stay for short periods of time. We have people that stay for longer periods of time. It really just depends on what the situation is with their child.
Now, you guys rely on volunteers and work with volunteers.
We do.
How are some of the families who have been cared for by you guys also giving back?
There a number of ways, and we have a family that we served very early on when we opened in 2002, who they come and they help us with weekends. They will work a weekend for us and cover the shifts of Friday through Sunday. As a way to give back because of what we were able to provide for them. We have families that stayed with us that will provide meals, help us with meals for families, give donations, do pull tabs for us. Collecting pull tabs is still something that we do. It makes a big difference in what we're able to provide for our families.
And what are, maybe if I haven't experienced going and being at the Ronald McDonald House, but I still want to help out, how can people in the community volunteer as well?
Lots of different ways. We need volunteers for our clay shoot. So if you have some time to volunteer, you can come and help us out at our clay shoot. But we have house volunteers, and those are individuals that come and help us do projects and different things that we need at the house and work with our families. We have meal volunteers who come and prepare meals. Either they can prepare them at the house or they can bring them. And those are our meal volunteers. Then we have our in-kind volunteers, and they're folks that will go to our wish list that we have online and fulfill those needs that we have, or bring us canned goods or bring us snacks and items that they would like to give. And then also our pull tab program. That's part of volunteering too, and that's our ability every year. We raise enough money every year to pay at least 1 month of our electric bill.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we really appreciate the pull tabs.
I was telling Patty, we used to collect those in college for the Ronald McDonald House. So there's also another great, as she mentioned, fundraiser coming up. It's the 20th annual Sporting Clays fundraiser. You'll want to go ahead and register for it on the Ronald McDonald House website. Registration closes next Wednesday, October 1st. That 2-day event starts on Friday, October 10th, and you can participate in the first 8:30 a.m. event or the second 1 p.m. event. Then on Saturday, October 11th, the fun begins at 8:30. The location is Meadows Clay Sports in Forsyth. For more information and to register, you can find it on the Ronald McDonald House website. Here it is on your website, rmhccga.org.